Hey, Matthew, you don't see me coming down Chick-fil-A interrupting people ordering down there, do you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do.
As a matter of fact.
Dave, welcome to Athens.
I'm here all the time, so
We never stop by. Never come by to visit.
I don't. That's the first time I've ever been here.
Well, we owe you a huge thank you.
How so?
Because we're now on AT&T UVerse.
UVerse.
And you helped coordinate
Well, I
that with
just
me.
got you to the right people.
Yeah, it got us to the right
Our
people.
big wigs out in Los Angeles.
That's right.
Of course, Dave used to work with me at Channel 31 back. He and his current wife, Liz Hurley.
Current wife.
Yeah, current
yeah.
wife. That's what you know.
That's Jamie's
Current
joke,
wife. How long y'all
not
been married?
Liz's.
How long y'all been married?
You know what? This week, 25 years.
This week, 25.
Valentine's Day wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
those work
Tell Liz
out.
I said that.
I'll do
too,
that.
man. 25 years.
25 years.
I know that's hard for you to understand.
Jamie asked me if I had any gray hair earlier. I said, yeah, you just can't
You
see
can't
it.
see it. You hide it well.
Yeah. All right. You've been with AT&T a long time. Are you the regional manager or what?
Regional director.
Regional director.
Yeah.
So your area is what, Dave?
I have all of North Alabama, top 11 counties in Alabama. I'm out of Huntsville. My office is there. I live in Huntsville. And I'm in governmental and legislative affairs. So I'm involved in the community quite a bit around here.
All right. Well, a few
He's
basic.
loaded with questions.
Yeah, a few basic questions we got. I know Tony Raby had called us the other day. Tony, a friend of ours, been working for. She works at AT&T. She sells UVerse.
Right.
And I think she said they have like 12 locations. UVerse is new to North Alabama. It's been here, what, a year or two maybe? It's based out of Decatur.
It's been about a year.
Where all is, in North Alabama, where is UVerse available currently?
Cities.
Well,
What cities is it in?
Okay, what cities?
Yeah.
We started over, probably our first city was, I'm trying to remember if it was the Shoals area, but we're in the Shoals area. We're in this area. We launched in Huntsville last year. We've been in Decatur. You mentioned our hub for the whole services there. And just for your viewers, if they're not familiar with it, this is a video entertainment service that's similar to cable and satellite. Also has a high-speed internet component to it. So we're in several markets sprinkled throughout North Alabama. In fact, all around the country, but here in North Alabama, in my region, it's basically those areas.
Anything past Huntsville?
You mean east of Huntsville? We're starting in Marshall County.
Great.
All right, so it's
So basically everywhere.
Basically in Marshall County, not in Jackson County yet.
Not in Jackson County.
But it will expand eventually. What is the overall plan for UVerse in North Alabama? What do you foresee it being?
Well, we're certainly committed to growing the service. We plan to deploy it as much as capital will allow, because it's a little bit different in this day and age. When you first started cable television, cable companies would enter into franchise agreements with governments, and they would have basically exclusive rights to provide cable service to that area. Well, now we're in a competitive world where you have different cable companies, you have people watching over the internet. So you don't have the same types of agreements, and there isn't that requirement that you serve an entire community if you're going to serve that community. So you get this competition, but the capital is, as you can imagine, as you know, because you're in this business, capital is pretty expensive in this line of work.
Well,
Being so competitive, one thing I have heard is a lot of people compliment, all of the channels that are available and the affordability of AT&T UVerse.
But the complaint side of that is,
Hurry up and get me.
is so many people signed up for UVerse, they didn't have enough people to install it.
Right.
Which
And
is a
that came
good
from the
problem.
AT&T store.
Yeah, and that's a good and a bad
That's a good
thing.
problem, though, yeah.
It's a good problem, but it's
And
a
a
bad
bad.
problem. You know, I don't have UVerse. I live in southeast Huntsville,
Okay.
and I'm
Brad,
not
our
able to get the
director up
service.
there, moved down to Trinity. His next door neighbor has UVerse. He signed up for it, but he can't get it for how much time? 3 more months. You think you might be able to?
Pull some strings and help them out.
You are Dave Hargrove.
Well, you called me the president earlier. If I'm the president, I would have UVerse myself probably, but I'll see if we can work on that. Usually, if you're close to the service, and that's the
He's
frustrating.
next door.
I know. That's the frustrating thing about our business. You know, we sell high-speed internet, and there are instances where you'll be in an apartment complex, And you'll literally be right across the hall from someone who will have high-speed internet with our company and not be able to get it because we have maxed out on the cabinet that provides the service there. And then we've got to decide, are there enough customers in that area to put another cabinet there?
The way I've described UVerse to folks, since thanks for you helping us get on, is it's like a direct TV or dish for North Alabama. Because cable companies can't go, Comcast, Knowledge, Charter, they
They're
can't
limited
go
areas.
as far as UVerse can. So would that be accurate saying it's kind of like a startup direct TV of
Satellite
North Alabama, satellite TV?
Well, Charter probably has more, I don't like talking about the competition a lot, but they probably have the most cable customers of anybody
but
because
I'm
they're
talking
spread
about
out
from
throughout Alabama.
They're not in Florence, though. They're in Tuscumbia, I think. They're not in Florence and Huntsville.
Right.
You are.
Correct.
So
you're talking about in terms of population or
I'm talking about
numbers of people?
Not necessarily numbers of people because y'all just started.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about area-wise.
You'll be good
acreage.
competition for those other companies.
Yeah, we will, and that's what a lot of customers like is, first you want a cable option or a video entertainment option.
Right.
For a lot of folks, that's only satellite.
Correct.
But if you can have a satellite option, a cable option, and a UVerse option, you've got 3 companies competing for your business. That helps pricing. You can bundle those services and save money. Competition's always good. But I think to your point, we are kind of a regional service. The hub is in Decatur, serving all of North Alabama. Generally, cable companies will have a hub in each community. And we have different, we're in Coleman. I didn't mention we're in Coleman County now.
Now, is Coleman considered part of the North Alabama, or is that part of Birmingham?
That's part of the Birmingham DMA.
Oh, shucks.
And we're part of the Huntsville DMA here.
Okay.
So if people have UVerse in Coleman,
They're
not getting me.
Birmingham.
That's correct.
What
Calm
can you do
down.
about that? Because I know they get us in Birmingham because I've been checking with. Good morning, Dr. English. How are you? We're checking with you.
How are you? Good to see you. Sneaked up on me.
Let me ask you another question.
Well, let me answer that question.
go ahead. The Dave Hargrove show.
That's right.
No,
It's
well,
UVerse.
in the Coleman area, they're going to get the Birmingham stations. I didn't explain what the DMA is, and I won't take the time to do that, but generally that means you'll have Birmingham Metro television stations there. In the Huntsville DMA, you'll have Huntsville area
But I want to be on in
television
Birmingham,
stations
too.
He wants to
I
be
got a buddy that
everywhere.
works at the hub named Keith Smith. I don't know if you know Keith. He's in charge. His mom and daddy from Boaz. Well, I think I'm going to try to get him to, with your approval, I'm going to get him to throw me in Birmingham, too. Is that okay?
Well, I've been hearing this nationwide buzz around here.
I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Okay.
Let me talk dental stuff right now. Your teeth are pretty good. They still your home, right?
I floss every day.
That's
Well,
great
I'll
to
talk to
hear.
you about that UVerse when we get off.
All right.
We
I
all
tried
want
to get
it.
it too. So.
We all
Dr.
want it.
English, congratulations on getting hitched.
Thank you. Yeah, it's official now.
Ooh, and why do you get a big
Shiny
ring?
ring.
She picked it out. Is what she
I could have
wanted.
sold you one of mine. How things going at Coleman Dental?
Things are going wonderful. One of the things that I'm here to tell that we keep telling folks, and the questions I keep getting asked is about the new location.
Right. Coming up good down there.
Yeah, it's not new in the fact that the other one will be the old. It's just an
Addition.
expansion. We have been so blessed in this area with so many patients and so many good doctors working with us that we need more room, and there was just no more in that building. So we will still be at the same location, but this will just allow us to service more people in the area.
And one of the reasons y'all are so successful is because you've been advertising with me since I got here 8-9 years ago,
You're
correct?
the
That's a
exclusive
no-brainer.
dental.
Yeah,
That's true. I get called out at least once a week on my commercial, so yes, it's being seen.
But you haven't started doing your hair like Jamie yet. Patrick,
That's
what's up
true.
with that?
It's getting there. Though. It's getting there. The gel started sneaking in.
Now, Coleman
It'll
on
happen.
Thursdays, y'all are 7 to 7.
7 to 7 on Thursdays, correct.
And y'all got a new doc too, don't you?
We do. We've brought in Dr. Glover Rowe as well, and again for the same reason. We're just so busy that we needed somebody else, and he's got some additional expertise. Matter of fact, he helped me with a case yesterday. Everyone there has got their own areas of expertise, and we're expanding services constantly. Alan and I have just signed up for some additional implant lectures that are coming up. We're adding services daily.
I don't mean to be rude, Patrick, But aren't you supposed to take
Since
that
when?
sticker off that truck, off of that shirt?
Well, I wondered that when I put it on, but I thought, this would be a good
I thought it was
shirt.
prison.
Got one on your arm,
I thought,
too,
it
there.
was, I thought it was prison contraband.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
It
Dr.
looks
Patrick
fine.
English, congratulations again. Y'all, Courtney, y'all hit you. I guess you married her, didn't you?
Yeah, I went ahead and married her, so I couldn't find another
So you
one
need
fast enough for
UVerse
that
too.
day.
You couldn't get UVerse to your new house
I
because...
couldn't either, and we were just above Nick Davis where we couldn't
Hang
get
on,
it.
I'll straighten all this
Hey,
out.
Dave.
Just-
Well, the problem I got now, I'm in a 2-year contract, and they said even if they get it up there, they won't let me out of it. Now that's just
Now, wait a minute, Dave, that's another good question.
You're in a 2-year contract with who?
well
Direct
through
TV.
AT&T with DirecTV.
Now, see, I mean, that kind of a mixed deal here. Y'all selling direct
Mixed marriage.
TV.
A mixed marriage.
We market our own service, UVerse, where we have UVerse. And we market DirecTV where we don't have
But
UVerse.
it should be a way you could let him out. I didn't talk to you.
Well, his contract's with DirecTV.
Okay. All right, let me ask you a couple of...
Tell
go ahead.
Jamie, good things are worth waiting for.
And they are.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone loves the AT&T UVerse when they get it. So
Okay.
just
I'm
keep your
changing
fingers
subject
crossed. Okay. I'm trying to help
What
you.
See, every time you try to get positive, you
I'm trying to
know.
help you out.
What do you remember? You know I'm a living legend.
I know that.
Yeah. You know, I'm a living legend. Everybody here does not think I'm a living legend. What do you remember about me working at 31?
I got up at 4 o'clock for a living legend. I wouldn't get up at 4 o'clock for anybody.
That's exactly right. Thank you.
But yeah, we worked together in the early 80s.
Right.
And Jamie,
Wow.
was, of course, was a country rover then.
A lot more obnoxious then.
Did he have
Come
one?
on, you can
Did he
say
have
it.
one of those jackets? The satin
Well, those
jacket?
satin jackets, I don't know if Dave had one or not. I didn't give those to everybody.
I don't know about that, but I
Did
got
I not have the best job in television?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have to answer to anybody.
And now you're an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
This is pretty incredible.
Entrepreneur.
Under manure.
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. Well, you tell Les congratulations on 25 years of marriage,
Yeah.
and I know that's been hard for her to put up with you. You don't miss the TV business, do you?
I don't. I miss radio. I saw Bill Donovan here earlier.
He
That
don't
I
know
do
nothing about
miss
radio,
radio.
man. He don't know squat about radio.
He doesn't or I don't.
Yeah, he
or
don't.
either.
Yeah. He did pretty good.
He knew when to get out of radio.
He was
He knew
smart.
exactly when to get out of radio.
That he did.
And he was smart enough to sell us a TV station.
Yeah.
Greg, do you need to say anything? No. Okay, Greg, Keith still in. Did y'all eat? Yeah, we're going to feed you before y'all leave, so
That's
anyway.
right.
Hey, it's been a delight. I've enjoyed it.
Birmingham. UVerse.
Oh, and then
we'll
it'll be
work on it.
Montgomery, and then it'll be...
UVerse. Come on, Dave. You can,
We'll
you
work on
can
it.
pull strings now. You can get me on.
He never
Don't
quits.
worry, Brad. He's going to have you hooked up by the end of the day.
He never
All right, thank y'all for
quits.
being with us this morning. We're going to get out of here. Don't forget Chili Challenge next Saturday.
And we'll talk about a Chick-fil-A
gonna be
run
there?
coming up next week.
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A run, all
That's
that coming
right.
up. We got to get out here for the weekend. Y'all have a good time. Hey, they run that Bud Shootout. There's finally some sports to watch Saturday night on Fox. Daytona runs next week.
Get down to the
Finally,
Bonbon
something
Center,
else to
too,
watch.
this weekend.
See you, Patrick.
Anything else?
I gotta get me one of them shirts. We'll get out of here for the weekend. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.